This is something I wanted to share with you guys, and it is 100% the God's honest truth. This was a week that I won't ever forget, ever. And there was a couple of more things that happened that I haven't documented in here. Believe me, it was a strange week. Anyway, I had gone to Habitat because they called me to come down, and I kind of filmed a little bit of furniture and stuff, kind of to take up for this little bit of time while I talk to you. God has been following me around for a week. It's been raining for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days straight. We've had very, very high winds. It has turned really cold. The nights has kind of dropped down into the 30s. The rain hasn't stopped. For 4 days, the rain hasn't stopped for more than about 30 minutes. But anyway, I wanted to go through this and show you guys a few things that's happened to me, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you watch it all. Okay, guys, this is the wreath that I won in the raffle at Habitat for Humanity, and this is Tabitha. She's the manager here.
Yeah, some days.
Isn't that pretty? Guys, I wanted to share something with you. Not long ago, we had a big storm move through here. And, I mean, it was so windy. What happened was, it broke my antenna to pieces. The ends of my antenna are just blowed off. They were gone. The antenna is kind of broken in two, kind of like right here. The antenna's broken, so it only picks up one. See how all the arms are bent? Even the pole itself bent. So I've been needing a new antenna, and I looked, everywhere I looked, they were so expensive. They were like over $100. Okay, anyway, I went to the our local thrift store, and they don't ever have anything like this. They don't even carry, our local thrift store don't even carry big furniture or anything. Well, while I was there, this truck pulls up, and the guy unloaded a brand new antenna pole and everything. So I went in and I asked her, I said, I mean, this antenna was brand new. And I said, how much for that antenna? Because I figured I could get it there a heck of a lot cheaper, or even half price, and I could buy it at the store offline, because I couldn't afford $100 and some for another antenna. She said, I tell you what, she said, if you can fold it up and get it in your car, you can have it. Just take it. Here it is, guys. I folded it up and I stuck it through the back window of my car. I folded my front seat down. I stuck this antenna in the back of my car, and it came with, which really just kind of shocked me, it came with another piece of pole to replace the piece of pole on the antenna of mine that got bent. I was just in total shock. It was like, stuff like this don't happen to me. So I was blessed. I mean, brand new big TV antenna. The guy had taken the antenna down, and they had gotten satellite, and he didn't want to sell it, so he just took it to the secondhand store, and the lady just gave it to me. I was in shock. And then another thing I wanted to tell you, and all of this stuff happened within a 1 week period now. I had went to another store, to a secondhand store, and I bought probably $40, $50 worth of stuff. And I get up to the counter, and she says, for you today, $5. I walked out of there with all that stuff for $5, and I was in shock. I thought, what's going on? So right next door was the discount grocery store, so I had to pick up a few things. So I walk over there and I get some big bags of chicken and I get some ranch dressing and just all kinds of stuff. And I know that that bill came to, it was probably 50 some dollars. She rang it up and she looks at me and she says, you owe me $19. And I'm like, $19? What? For 50 some dollars worth of groceries, this lady charged me $19. And I could not convince her to rescan everything and do it again. She just kept, she swore up and down she was right and I was wrong. I had found out that a friend that had come over to my house had been to church that Sunday, and he'd been here probably a couple of hours. And then the next day they had called me and said I had to go have a COVID test because 2 days after him being in church, he had come down with COVID and he was in lockdown for 14 days. And they had him on some kind of medication. And he had just been at my house the day before and he was there for 2 hours, scared me to death. So they set it up for me and call me and tell me where to go and when and what time and all that. I go and take it, and for 24 hours I worry to death. And then I get the phone call that my test had come back negative. I never felt so good in my life. And I'll tell you, it scared me to death because I thought, all the stuff that I've been doing because of this COVID thing with helping with kids and elderly and all of that, and I never got it. And all it took was one of my friends to come and visit and sit for 2 hours and talk, and I had the scare of my life. But it was really something. So the last couple of weeks, it's just like, if something's been happening in my life that is just accelerating me, and I just wanted to share all that with you guys of things that's happened to me in the last week or so. And guys, here's another thing that happened within that week. As all of you know, I have really bad lymphedema. Well, I have to wear these compression stockings. They're medical grade compression stockings. Well, they run about anywhere from $80 to $180 a pair. And I have to change them. I'm supposed to change them every 3 months. But at that cost, I couldn't. So I had been wearing these for 6 months. And look at the shape they're in after 6 months. And it had gotten to where I couldn't wear them anymore because they were so bad. They were full of holes and torn and just eat up. And I didn't know what I was going to do. Well, by the blessing of a couple of my viewers, they had no idea that I needed them. Nothing. It just happened that both of them sent me a gift. And with what I had, I put them together. And I bought 2 brand new pair. You tell me God wasn't with me. But I bought 2 brand new pair, and of course I can only show you one because I have 1 pair on. And I'll tell you what, now that was a blessing. These things are so expensive, but just the 2 gifts that I got from these 2 people, I added with what I had, and I got 2 new pair. And this is the little gadget that I have to use to put them on because they're compression stockings, so you can't put them on by hand. I have to use this to put them on, and this is called a butler. So yes, I have a butler. But anyway, these 2 women know who they are, and I wanted to thank you so much for helping me out, and you didn't even know you were helping me with this. I wanted to thank Pam from Simply Pam YouTuber for sending me this plant. I've never heard of it. I can't remember. I can't see what she has wrote on here that it's called, because I don't have my glasses on. They're still in the car. I forgot them in the car. But Pam, I wanted to tell you, whatever this plant is, it is amazing. The smell is awesome. I mean, when I opened that envelope and that smell came out, I thought, what in the world? I thought, she's sending me cologne. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And I want to thank you for sending that to me. I'm going to hang it in my car, I think, for a while because I absolutely love that smell. And oh my gosh, look at this little painting. Thank you so much. And it's even got a little easel that goes with it. I mean, I love it. And it's going to sit in my dining room on the counter where everybody can see it. Hopefully that light isn't shining on that to where you can't see it. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And I also wanted to say to Nona Grace that I got your card. Thank you so much. It was a very sweet card. Thank you so much, Nona, for the card. And I guess that's going to be it for the day, guys.